Every Pony Musescript here, and today I'm going to be doing a director's commentary to the first episode of The Demon's Daughter. Now, by the time you see this commentary, I will actually be in America. So I'm recording this prior to me leaving because I won't be bringing any recording equipment with me or my other Mac to compose my soundtracks because I don't want to carry 3 computers to truck on. Anyway, so this episode was definitely quite a blast to work on. I had so much enthusiasm from all of my cast members with bringing this project to life. It would also be the first production where I guess I also compose entirely in East-West. I mean, TCG kind of had half and half. Kind of, not really. I mean, episode 9 was mostly composed in East-West, with episodes 1 to 8 with just normal Logic Pro, I guess. So without further ado, I'm going to be starting this commentary, and if you haven't watched the episode, please go do so before coming here, because I'm going to be talking about some decisions, some references that the artists have put in, and all of that stuff. So, yeah. Anyways, let's start the commentary in 3, 2, 1, and play. So, pretty much, we just wanted to start with the intro to the audio drama, and this is pretty much just a recap of the previous 2 audio dramas to show people that this is the 3rd story in a trilogy. So, they will check out the other audio dramas first. Well, I mean, try to, anyways. So the soundtrack being played here, Overture of 2 Stories, is very reminiscent of that. The melody from both of those is actually the melody from previously on the Heart Shell and previously on the Color Goddess. So I think that fits very well, with also elements from the main themes of the other 2 audio dramas as well. So yeah, THS wasn't really my best work, but I was just, starting to get into making audio dramas back then. TCG was really where things started to take off personally, in terms of growth of making productions, because TCG was the longest production I'd ever worked on, taking about almost, I think, about 3.5 years of production. Well, I actually started production of TCG back in January of 2018, back when I had about 500 to 600 subscribers, and it came out shortly before I hit about 700, and then I finished TCG in October of last year, so it was very bittersweet when that happened. So you could understand the excitement I would have when I would work on this production, which takes place 5 years after TCG. And the reason why I wanted to go ahead with this production is I felt that there was so many more things I wanted to explore with this universe I created, with Lacanums and, most importantly, Nisty. Mainly, the main purpose of this audio drama is to kind of explain, really, where Nisty kind of came from, in a way. You'll find out later in the audio drama, or when future episodes come, but yeah. Many people have said that this audio drama series is very confusing, which is why at the end, after I finish this audio drama, I'll be putting out, those videos where they have the complete history of this show or something. I'll probably plan to do that for all 3 of my audio dramas. I've already started writing the script for that, actually. I am insane. Anyways, going back on topic, this is the intro for The Demon's Daughter, and it's actually my favorite out of the 3 that I've composed, and it's done in East-West. And yes, we get to have the villains show up in this audio drama, which is very exciting. And the intro art of all of the characters is done by Rolly Arts, before she was known as Wolf Harmony. And yeah, I think she did a very awesome job with the characters. Made them made the villains very creepy and that stuff. Although I'm not that great at drawing backgrounds, but I have improved. And here's a difference to the intro. I have added the title, like, with the logo, so that's a different thing. Alright, so the first scene we have is Skylight Glow. Now let's see, she was also an artist in TCG, drawing for a couple of episodes for that before she had to drop out. And she also has her audio drama Raised in Hate, where I think the previous episode came out sometime last year, I think November, maybe? And I reacted to that. So, yeah, I really like her art here. It's very adorable. And then I did a little effect there to symbolize the sun rising up.
His birthday today, huh?
Indeed it is.
And yes, we have Flurry. We have Flurry Heart in this audio drama. And that has... it's been showcased in so many other audio dramas like Glass Wings and Dancing with the Shadows, like Kid Flurry. And then we've also had Adult Flurry in Remembrance, and I think some other upcoming ones as well.
By the way, sister, what was that thing?
And the soundtrack being played right now is called Admiration, and I guess I could say that it's Princess Luna's theme, because admiration is the opposite of a certain thing that she felt when she... yeah, anyways. So this next scene is done by Skydashi, and this was actually the sneak peek for said episode. And this scream right there ended up being my ringtone for when P would call me for a while. I don't know where it went. I think maybe it got deleted, so now I just have a boring ringtone now for whenever she rings, but it's okay. So, let's see. We have a glimpse of Nisty's bedroom, which, no surprise, is green. And we also know that Nisty's magical aura is green. It's not because my favorite color is green, but I just figured that because she has green in her mane, that green would probably be the most appropriate in this case. And also, this soundtrack is not called Blue Streak the Genie from TCG, it's actually called Spirit of Youth. Because it's, I guess it's like Blue Streak's two halves. So Spirit of Youth, and then there'll be a future one with Tank in the next episodes.
I completely forgot. Now I really need to hurry.
Oh, okay, fine.
And then of course, Blue Streak's hunger for donuts never ends. Green and blue. Totally not referencing a certain ship. Definitely not. Okay, and now this scene is also done by Skylight Glow. And, let's see. We have the 4 fan ponies that she designed.
Can you sign my autograph?
Rainbow Dash, marry me!
It doesn't really showcase who is which. Well, I mean, probably except for the one that's asking for an autograph. I mean, that was pretty simple.
So if you want to get the chance to meet her, come back tomorrow.
And that guitar piece that you heard in the background is called Loyalty, and it was pretty much like a guitar version of Going My Way, which is like Rainbow Dash's theme in this series. And the soundtrack playing here is actually a TCG OS, which is Dreams. You can check out all of these soundtracks on my soundtrack channel, Musescript Soundtrack Corner. If you haven't done so already, please do so, because I really wanted to get that channel off the ground. Anyway, so at this point, Rainbow Dash has been a Wonderbolt for about 5 years now, but it does look like she's still kind of like a rookie, but not really. I think it's just because that Rainbow Dash has been distracted by a certain pony. Wink, wink.
That's true.
You guys know what I'm talking about already.
You need to focus on bringing a smile to
And this is a line from the
focus
trailer.
on impressing fans. Or a certain fan. Oh, shut up!
Yes, it's Canon Spitfire ships Nistash, and there's gonna be a lot of that in this episode for you to look out for. And here's the security guard played by Bill N, director of the Heart of the Draconequus comic dub series.
They're VIPs, miss. Now scram.
And that fan pony was voiced by Yoshi Tales 13. He can actually go to very high ranges. I'm very surprised at that. Oh, and here's my first scene of the episode.
I don't think that was even close to being loud enough.
Oh, darling, no.
This was actually a very funny scene to draw. Just Pinky with a classic microphone. And I also tried my best to try and draw the backgrounds from scratch. Like, without, like, using a background already used.
That was my lucky megaphone.
I guess it wasn't too hard to kind of draw the stadium. I just used a lot of references to get colors and stuff. Oh yes, and making his debut is Little Owl playing the voice of 17-year-old Spike. Now, for those who don't know, Little Owl is a good friend of mine. He reacted to both THS and The Color Goddess. I first discovered him when he reacted to Friendship is Tragic, which I'm also in, and he asked me if he could react to my series. And then, next thing you know, he auditioned for this project and got the role of Spike. Of course, at the time that this episode was in production, he was still reacting to The Color Goddess, so I needed to be very careful that he didn't get spoiled in the chat.
That's very true.
So,
My Spikey Wikey's all grown up.
yeah, I'm taking this initiative to say that he went through puberty and his voice broke, you know, unlike The Last Problem, where he was still played by Kathy Weslock. Okay, and this scene is drawn by That's Lovely. And this scene, this style is very cute in my opinion. Kind of like a bit of a lineless shadows and highlight style going on. And I think that's really cute. And the soundtrack playing right now is called Best Friends. And that's another track where it actually has my flute playing in it, if you check that soundtrack out. Like Dreams from The Color Goddess Ost. That was another one that had my flute playing.
I bet. But it's what you wanted anyways. Yeah.
So, yes, they haven't really had that much to talk
I still don't feel we practiced enough.
because they've been busy with their jobs. And then there's Pea in a Pod in the background, and another OC in the background as well.
I'm sure I'll be ready for the show
I'll try and point out as many OC cameos as I possibly can in this director's commentary, because I don't really want to have to go and make a references video, because I've been so busy with so many things. So that's why I haven't really bothered with that this time. I've just been really busy because of all the sound, because of all the audio dramas I've been composing for recently. Alright, and then we go over to the next scene, which is drawn by Moonshine Canvas. And her art is very adorable. And this whole scene was pretty much referencing, I think, episode 4 of THS. And yes, there's Usagi Tsukino's dress, I guess, from Sailor Moon, for anyone that caught that reference. And there's, I think that's Winnie the Pooh for sale. And she got back the megaphone. And yes, we must condone the megaphone.
Seriously, Rarity? Don't question the leader of the Fourth Wall Breakers.
We've got, Pinky's the leader, with Discord and Blue Streak. They are a pretty formidable group. Present shopping level 153.
I guess she thought it would be more fun that way.
And, you also notice Twilight has a sparkly mane. I actually incorporated that in my own style for future Twilight as well. Oh, yes, and you see in the background there's Muse Trip, so Rainbow Dash and, I mean, Round Trip and Muse are having a date. And I think that pony in the shop is Ice Scares? I mean, it definitely looks like Ice Kaiser. That looks like a cutie mark.
Now, why don't
But
you
of course, any of my artists, please correct me in references in the comments if I get any of your references wrong.
I'll go make sure that Rainbow
Please do
doesn't
so.
spend too much money on a birthday gift.
See you in a bit, Misty.
Alright, then this next scene is done by Presto Time. And this was a very interesting scene to work on audio-wise,
What did you call
because we have the debut of the Merchant, played by Equestria Exploration, and he has just got such the perfect, you know, creepy villain voice, in my opinion. And, usually for scenes with characters that only appear in, like, one scene, I usually don't need to design a reference. I just let the artists design the characters themselves. But if it's for a character that appears in more than one scene, usually then I have to do references for the characters. But yeah, in this case, Presto Time designed the design for the Merchant. And people kept saying, "No, Misty, why are you listening to this guy? You need to back away, man. You're stranger danger." Okay, so this soundtrack is called The Seven Warriors of Mystery. And as you can hear in the melody, it's actually the melody from the opening, but it's more like a minor theme instead of the Dorian theme that it was based out of.
Why would we need new warriors to bring peace if we're already in a peaceful state?
So yeah, Equestria has been in peace for about 5 years now, without a single villain taking over, yada yada yada, bringing harm, that sort of thing. I know, very surreal. Since when has Equestria not been in danger?
Oh, no.
And then we reveal that Misty is possibly a warrior, question mark?
5 years ago.
But,
Before then, I was a villain
yeah.
trying to take over. It's truly not possible for me to become one.
I literally, like, Nisty is me embodied. Like, I love how modest Nisty is. Like, she's not, like, overly confident, like, "Yeah, I'm a warrior. Suck it," or something like that. She's not like Rainbow Dash, where she'd just be excited over the idea of being a warrior. She's legitimately very modest. And she's like, "No, why would I be a warrior? Give me your reasons." I don't think I'd be like that. And something to note about her design is that her princess crest thing on her chest is actually reminiscent to the vest that she wore back in TCG. Actually, that's what it was originally going to be before it was changed to a vest. It was supposed to be like one of the, you know, I don't even know if they're called crests. You know those things that Celestia and Luna wear? Those things? Magical bibs. I'm kidding, they're not magical bibs. Also, plot twist alert, the Merchant is actually evil. So if the red eyes didn't give it away. Alright. This next scene is drawn by Zoe and Guys. Again, another artist that came from the Color Goddess as well. She started drawing from episode 6 to episode 9. And, yeah, I like her style. It's very, very cute.
Misty. You really shouldn't be letting silly little rumors get to you. Though, if what he was saying was true, if I turned down an
And then this soundtrack is titled Is This Really Hope, which is the melody of the upcoming song that would show up.
Where you were.
So we like have this heart-to-heart thing with Twilight and Nisty, and both characters are voiced by me, so I'm like talking to myself. I mean, that's mostly the audio drama, is just me talking to myself. And the reason why, like, oh wait, but Nisty's been an Alicon for 5 years, why would she have trouble wrapping up a present? Well, you know, Misty can do what she wants. If she wants to wrap a present up with her hooves, she can.
Is there something you want to tell me? Huh?
Yes, so after she had her encounter with the Merchant, for the rest of the episode, she's kind of on edge. She's just kind of thinking about a lot of things.
When you're ready.
Yeah, I'll be down in a minute.
So she's just kind of you know,
I don't regret my life.
she's just getting a bit worried
It's been absolutely amazing.
about herself.
I would never exchange it for anything better.
Okay, so now we have the first song of the audio drama, and this picture was pretty much taken at the time of Rainbow Dash's second congratulatory formal gathering, as they were wearing the dresses. So, background of this song, I was trying to think of how it would go. I actually came up with the melody one day, I think back in February? Yeah, February, while I was on my beach vacation and I had the house to myself. Usually, when I write a song, I guess, sometimes a melody comes into me in my sleep, and sometimes I jolt awake to record the melody and then go back to sleep, and then I save that melody into my melody folder, and then I'm like, oh, I need a melody, and so then I get the melody from the melody bank. That sometimes happens. Well, that's also usually more the case for instrumentals, but if it's for vocal songs, then sometimes I can just drag out my inner Elton John and just find a melody in the lyrics that I write first. Yeah, usually I have lyrics down first and then the melody. But it really differs. Sometimes it's the other way around. You know, you can't really be too sure of that. Yeah, usually, sometimes it is the melody first and then the lyrics. Like, let's see, some of the future songs for The Demon's Daughter are actually like that, with melody first and then the lyrics. I actually love the chorus scenes, and don't mind the blurred area. It was because I couldn't really find a good background of that hallway without having characters in the way, so I needed to blur them. I know I did say I was trying to make an effort to draw more backgrounds, but with backgrounds as complicated as that, I really didn't want to do that, so I didn't do that. And then this whole section was pretty much just a flashback to Nisty's coronation shortly after she became an Alicorn. So this also would have taken place about 5 years ago. And this is my favorite part of the song. I'm like using the choir sounds in East West. That was very fun to do. And this bit got people pretty confused. Like, a princess is all she will be. I want to be so much more than a princess. But that's just because, heck, it's because the merchant is pretty much messing with her head at this point. So she's just kind of going back and forth, and it's just messing with her brain.
No, I would never change a thing. No, I would never.
And someone also commented that this was like the going my way of TDD. Well, I mean, they're not wrong. But usually, like, the main character has the first song. So the fact that Nisty has the first song proves that she is the main character of this audio drama, right? And then we have old pictures from TCG. Fun memories of drawing these, right? Ooh, and get ready for this cool shot. This was a new thing that I discovered that I could do in my new Coral, where I could actually record myself drawing something very quickly, and then put it on a layer. So that was really cool. I wanted to experiment with that. I might use that more in the future, who knows, I haven't really thought about that yet. And so that was the first song of The Demon's Daughter, and look forward to the future songs for the future episodes. Alright, this next scene is done by Marzipan Studios. I absolutely adore her style. It's very cute, very distinct, very recognizable, with the very thin horns that look like they're about to poke someone in the eye. No offense. So, anyway, so this is Flurry Heart, and she's played by Starry Flame. She had a few
Maybe a little
bloopers
bit.
trying to
I just
record
need to
for
catch up with every pony first.
Starry Flame,
Okay.
as shown in the blooper reel.
She has grown quite a
And
lot
then we
since
have the
last
return of
time.
Pretty Pegasus Wings as Princess Cadence,
She grows up
aka
so
one of
fast.
the best Princess Cadence
Today we attended
Cadence
the christening.
voices I've really
Before
heard.
that, 5 years ago, two
Also,
princesses
she
were
does a
born.
really good Chrysalis, hence why
Wait,
she's
are you
voicing
talking about
Chrysalis in this
yourself
audio
as a
drama.
second
And then,
one?
of course, we've got
She
the
is
return
good.
of narrator
I
Pony
mean,
as Shining Armor
remember,
too.
I wasn't even a
So,
Calicorn
I
for
was
that
very
long
happy to
either.
get most of my
Once I
cast
was,
members
though,
back to reprise their
certain
roles
cult was head
from the
over
previous audio
heels.
drama.
Cadence?
And then I was also very happy to get
Yeah.
new VAs
How
to
long have you
record
been
new
there,
characters, so that was fun as well.
Can I borrow him for a second?
That's perfectly fine. Flurry.
Someone mentioned that
need to
it looks
chat
like
with
Flurry
you
is eating
anyway.
Shining Armor's
Come on,
hair.
Daddy. Let's go guess what's inside my birthday presents.
And this scene is also
Something
done
bothering
by
you, Misty?
Moonshine Canvas, who
What do you
also
mean?
did scene
Nothing's
7,
bothering
the
me.
one with
Oh,
the main 6 at the
I'm
marketplace.
It's just
And I
that
like
you
what
seemed a little
she's done here
spacey tonight.
with
No, 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 no.
the shadows and the outlines and stuff,
Goodness. why
depending
is
on
everyone
whether they're in a
worried about
dark
me?
area or a light area.
Well,
And I
okay
also
then.
like how, like,
Chat to you later
starry
then.
everything is. Just the entire sky is just completely starry. And then these lanterns are pretty much referencing Tangled, that one scene, At Last I See the Light. And then I think Blue Streak is carrying a monster drink. Then we have Agent Zero Fluffy and the Crimson Pit in the background, so all of the Fluffy Pit shipping. Also, go check out their audio drama if you haven't already. Yes, free promotion. I've composed for that audio drama as well. Lighter Shade of Crimson is what it's called. The first episode is out, so go do it. I mean, you don't have to. If you don't like gory stuff, you don't have to.
Sorry, Nist.
Oh yes, and then we have all the forces keeping Misty and Rainbow Dash from talking to each other.
Are you okay?
And yes, I like the braid that Blue Streak has, but I completely forgot to draw her in a braid in the next scene. And then I also love how Pinkie is just holding a book called Fanfic. It just shows that Pinkie Pie is a huge Nistache shipper.
Everyone, please take your seats.
And
The
then
Wonderbolts are
here
about
is
to
the
perform
guard
for
being played
Princess
by
Flurryheart.
Raptormon132, and he had to try that line so many times. He just blooped up so much. And that particular picture with all those Wonderbolts took me forever to draw. I mean, Wonderbolts are hard to draw by themselves because they take such a long time, but 7 of them? It took me hours to do that one picture. Very sad, I know.
Whoa! That was awesome, Auntie Rainbow Dash!
And the soundtrack playing right now is called Hope and Sea, and that's pretty much just a medley of different songs from the TCG and TDD
The
stuff.
Wonderbolts are a
And then,
pansy.
yes, that's a Piana Pod cameo. And fun fact, she then had that as her profile pic for a bit.
Don't sweat it.
And then the shipping continues between these two, and
Okay,
yeah.
jeez.
and everyone seemed to ship them together.
So now we have time to talk.
Oh, just
What do you
wait.
wanna chat to me
They
about
do
for?
not have time to talk. And everyone was like, oh, come on! And then here's Raptormon's
It is
second
now
line.
time for the cake.
Those two ponies in the background are Luca and EB, which are from Green Eggs and Ham Season 2. So, I just thought I'd add those two in since I watched this second season, or second serving of Green Eggs and Ham. That was a really good show, by the way. Very well done, and it was definitely worth the wait. Oh yeah, and Pretty Pegasus Wings had this whole thing about, you're asking me to sing, but I can't sing, and I don't know what tempo equals 91 means. Well, tempo equals 91 pretty much means it's 91 beats per minute. So, take it from the music geek. And then we have this final scene. And it's very important that the clock strikes 7. Because 7 is a big part of this series.
Spinning like crazy.
Rainbow, are you okay?
And this was actually a film soundtrack playing. that I kind of composed after I edited this scene.
Can't see anything.
Right into the drama.
Rainbow!
Just digging right
Answer
into it.
me.
Mainly
Wake up.
because this is a shorter audio drama than the previous two, so I am trying not to do too much filler for this series.
Rainbow!
And that is how you do a cliffhanger, folks. By Rainbow Dash passing out. Okay, something I've done a little bit different from my previous two audio dramas. In my previous two audio dramas, in the credits, I had the background music of the song that played. But for this audio drama, I've actually got an original piece of music. So an original ending theme. I didn't really intend to do that at first, but I just kind of came up with this one day when I was experimenting with trying to compose a trailer piece of music. And since I couldn't really figure out what type of trailer I wanted this to be in, I decided then to put it as the ending piece of music. And this is also where I showcase all of the artists and what scenes they did. So it was a bit of a step up, I guess. I wanted to do a ending credits theme a bit more like Remembrance, other than instead of like Daughter Discord and Brighter Discord. And then we've got the flame in the background, and then we've got all of the VAs that lended their voice to this episode. And most of them are me. I know that very well. So the Ost is called an ending? No, a beginning. Get it? Because it's the theme of the ending theme? So, yeah. And another thing that's different that I didn't usually do is I say, next episode is called this. So episode 2 is called Warning. So that'll get you guys hyped. Anyway, so that was my director's commentary for episode 1. And yeah, as I had mentioned before, this was very fun to work on, and it was done in about roughly 4 or so months. Yeah, that was how long the production was for this. As for when I plan on releasing the next episode, I haven't really revealed that just yet. But I will probably reveal the date when the official trailer for episode 2 comes out. And let's see, at the moment, I think episode 2 is almost halfway done. I have most of the VA lines in already, and the art is going pretty well as well. Yeah, just stay tuned for any updates and stuff regarding this audio drama, and then you can get hyped. So I think I shall end my director's commentary there, and artists of the team, if I missed out on any references, please let me know in the comments, and then I can put them in like a pinned comment thing, like in the description or something, I don't know. But yeah, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more episodes of The Demon's Daughter. Bye! This is me, Script, signing out.